Number one, the word steep is adjective. That means informal, up a price or demand too much, unreasonable, sin expensive. For example, $2 for a cup of coffee seems a little steep me. Number two, the word worth is adjective that means having a value in money. For example, our house is worth about $100,000. Number three, the word return is verb. That means the action of giving, putting, or sending something or somebody back. For example, we would appreciate the Bloom's return a book to the library. Number four, the word to issue is verb that means to give something to somebody, especially officially. For example, to issue passport, tickets, or visa. The word emergency is adjective that means a certain serious and dangerous event or situation which needs immediate action to deal with it. For example, you should only use this door in an emergency. The word to hang up is verb that means to end a telephone conversation by putting the telephone receiver down or switching the telephone off. For example, I say goodbye and hang up the phone. The word working is phrase verb that means not arranging a friends where you do not need to arrange a time in advance. For example, a working interview, a working clinic. The word to fasten something is verb that means to close or join together the two parts of something to become close or joined together. For example, make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. The word drought is noun that means a long period of time when there is little or no rain. For example, this year severe drought has ruined the crops. The word to conserve is verb that means to use as little of something as possible so that it lasts long time. For example, how to conserve energy by insulating your home. The word president is noun that means a person who lives in particular place or who has their home there. For example, the president of the board of trade. The word severe is adjective that means extremely bad or serious. For example, this is school for children with severe learning difficulties. The word fine is noun that means a sum of money that must be paid as punishment for breaking a law or rule. For example, a parking fine. The word to impose something on or upon something or somebody is verb. That means to introduce a new law, rule, or test to order that a new law or punishment be used. For example, a new tax was imposed on food. The word to tilt radio is verb that means to move the control on radio or television so that it receives programs broadcast from a particular station. Press this button and the video will automatically tune itself to the next channel. The word to record is verb that means to keep a permanent account of facts or events by writing them down, filming them, storing them in a computer. For example, we recorded their meeting on video. The word exhibit is noun that means an object or a work of art put in a public place. For example, a museum so that people can see it. The word brochures is noun that means a small magazine or book containing pictures and information about something or advertising something. For example, a travel brochure. The word commuter is nouns that mean a person who travels into a city to work each day, usually from quite far away. For example, the commuter belt. The word graduate in something is now a person that means a person who has a university degree. For example, we would prefer to fill the post with a recent graduate. The word to handle is verb that means to control a vehicle, an animal, a tool. For example, I wasn't sure if I could handle such about a car. The word eligible for something or to do something that means a person who is eligible for something or to do something is able to have or do it because they have the right qualification or the right age. For example, is he eligible to enter the competition? The word mortgage is nouns that mean a legal agreement but by which a bank or a similar organization lends you money to buy a house, and you pay the money back over a particular number of years, the sum of money that you borrow. For example, to apply for a tax card or pay off a mortgage rate. The word proof of something or that is now that mean information document that show that something is true. For example, how old are you? 21. Do you have any proof on you? The word asset is nouns that mean a thing of value, especially property, that a person, a company owns, which can be used also to pay debt. For example, he'll be a great asset to the team. The word to qualify is verb that's meant to reach the standard of ability or knowledge needed to do particular job. For example, by completing a course of study or passing a exam. For example, she is too young to qualify for playing in the team.